guys, it's me. How's it going? I'm going to be doing something new today. I'm going to try to raise this up. I'm actually going to be doing some work in the studio. My studio is clean. Yay. Well, it's semi clean, but clean enough for me to actually do some work. Um, I've had to do some cleaning. So we're going to actually do some work in the studio today. I've found these really cool molds. So I'm going to do some molds. And I thought these would be neat. And so what I decided to do is I really, really love the Malcolm X hate speech. And so I'm actually going to be doing some work. I'm going to take these molds and I'm actually going to put his speech inside these molds. I'm going to put it inside these molds. And so what I did was I made copies on this clear paper. And you can see, look at that. I made copies on these clear papers and I'm actually going to be putting them in there. And then I'm also going to be stuck to it. I'm also going to be adding some metal leaf and all that kind of stuff. And just because it's kind of cool. And then I have these tiny little like key rings that I'm also going to be adding these to. So it should be kind of fun. I don't know. I'm just trying some stuff out. Let me just grab, because we're going to use resin. I'm going to use resin in all of them. And so let me just grab a couple of resin cups. Because I neglected to grab a couple of resin cups. So I'm going to grab a couple of them. Because I've been cleaning up so I put everything away. So I'm going to grab a couple of my resin cups. Resin cups. And we're going to work on just some molds. And I found these cute little key rings, which were kind of neat. So I'm going to take the Malcolm X hate speech and I'm going to actually put it inside these little rings. And then we're going to pour molds, pour the molds. We're going to pour, it's like, we're going to pour resin molds. And I think it'll be a lot of fun just to see how they turn out. And I'm going to add some metal leaf to them as well, because I am metal leaf queen. And the fact that I just love metal leaf. So there we go. I have some new colors too. Let me see. Where did I put those? I just bought like all of these colors to put in there. But if I don't, I'll just grab over here my usual colors, because I do have quite a few colors anyway that I already have. I'll grab those. And as time goes on, if I find the other colors, I'll add those too. But we're going to go ahead and grab these colors that we have. And this should be fun. So we're going to do some resin. We're going to pour some resin. And we're going to pour them into these little molds, which should be a lot of fun. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to bend you over so you can see all of the, look at all the little molds we're going to do. But like I said, I'm going to cut these out because I'm going to add these. And this is right here. This is a portion of Malcolm X's hate speech. And this is, who taught you to hate who God made you to be? So, and I just think that, I mean, that is, it's such a profound speech to me. Till I just, I've used it on other things. I've used it part of an art exhibit and things like that. But I'm constantly brought back to his speech because I've gone through my life thinking about, my life and how, as I grew up, I didn't always like who I was or like myself. And this actually is like, well, who taught me how to not like myself? And it wasn't just, a lot of times, we look at it when the reason he wrote it was because of, thinking of white people. But for me, I deal with it based on family and just different things like that. So there's lots of reasons for us to have this, but I just think it's a very powerful speech and it makes us think about, okay, so why do I not like myself, or what the different things about me? Why do I not like certain things about me? And so as you can see, we're going to put them in like right in there. Only this, if it goes that way, I'll have to put it that way. So But I'm going to do it, and then I'm going to add some metal leaf and things like that, and just kind of have fun with them. Have fun with them. And so I'm going to do a few of them. I don't know how many I'm going to do. And then I have some larger ones that I'm probably going to do a little later. But I just decided I'm just going to have some fun with these images I bought. Sometimes it's just kind of nice to try new things. You know, that was my learn from doing creative quarantine. Try new things, Louise. So, and then I'm gonna see how many, which ones they'll fit in, because they won't fit in. They'll fit differently in every one of them. You know, I'll have to adjust them. See, like this one, I'm gonna have to do some adjusting because it will not fit properly in that one. And so I'm probably going to have to do a little bit of adjusting and rewriting. And then it's the same thing with her. It's not going to fit. So I'm going to have to do her a little different. If I turn it this way, I should have brought his X a little closer. And I might do that. I might just cut the X on here and just bring it a little closer because I can do that. So I might just cut the X down on here and just bring it a little closer to her. On hers, I might cut it down, and then when I put it in there, then bring that X a little closer. And, you know, I might have to cut some different portions of it down, like in here, and just bring this portion, the Malcolm X part, down. So just going to play around with it. And then even with him, I might have to, because this will go in there. So I might cut the Malcolm X part off and put it down there. So just different things I'll have to play around with these just to get them in there to fit inside. And I don't want to lose my X. Where is it? I don't want to lose my X there. So I'm going to put my X right there. And then I have some larger ones for these, and I'm sure I'll have to do the same thing. And so I do have like Malcolm X's name on these, and the, you know, the year that he made this actual speech. And so I wanted to make sure I put that on there because I think it's important. I think it's very important that we put those things and document and give credit to. And you can see in this one, this is the same way. I'm gonna have to move. Oh no, I won't. I won't have to. But you see how nice that is. That fits in there. And I can always take the Malcolm X and put the Malcolm X down there, which I think that's what I'm going to do. And then even in here, I think this will fit. Um, yeah, the of is a little off a little bit. So I'm going to move it over a little bit like that. And yep, that'll fit. I'll make that work. This young lady, she's going to be tricky because I'm going to have to reshape this whole thing to fit inside her. So, and that's fine. I'll just reshape things. I'll just do another printout just a little differently to fit inside her. But these two guys, I can definitely get the whole speech inside them. So I'm going to do that. And I should be able to get the smaller speeches, the smaller portions, the who taught you to hate who God has created you to be, which is a portion of Malcolm X's speech. Of course, in those tiny little heads, there was just no way of fitting the whole entire speech into them. And I'm using this clear because I don't want it to I didn't want to have like a background of any sort. I just wanted to do this clear. So even if I do decide to just do a clear one, it should come out pretty clear. So that's one of the reasons, and that fit perfectly, didn't it? That's one of the reasons why I decided to use just all clear. And these right here are actually going to be keychains. So I'll have them tomorrow. These should be ready to go tomorrow. So if you're interested in having one of these really cool keychains, they will be ready tomorrow. You'll be able to get one. So I'm going to cut that out. And I think they'll probably be like $4. They'll be a $4 keychain. But yeah, so let's do this. And I think it's good to have these kinds of things in our lives that make us remember. I want to make sure I'm not cutting off the Y. And these scissors, these big clunky scissors, these are very clunky scissors. So I'm trying to make sure. So I'm going to put this right here, and then I'll put the Malcolm X down here, which I think is going to be really cool. Yeah. I'll put the Malcolm X down here. And trust me, I'm going to have to cut the X off a little bit and bring it over too, but this really helps me to see, oh, where'd my X go? It's like, where's my X? I think I lost my X. I lost my X for Malcolm X. It's like, how do you lose an X? That particular X must have went flying somewhere, which is unusual. That's okay. I'll take an X off of a different one. That's odd that my X, and it's not on here. So we'll see if we can find it. It's got to be somewhere. It could not have gone too far. That's just bizarre that the X has traveled. That's all right. We'll take an X off of one of these because I know since I only have 4, I'm not going to be able to. I'll use these later, and I can always replace the X on the one that I used. And maybe I'll find the X that I lost somewhere, right? Maybe we'll find that X. I'm pretty sure we will. So I'm going to take the X off of this one, and I'm going to hold on to it this time. I'm going to actually hold on to this X. There we go. I'm holding on to it so I don't lose it. There. And I'm going to cut it down a little bit more. And over here, I'm going to cut it down a little bit more too. There we go. Maybe that's why I lost it. It wasn't proper. It wasn't done right. Okay, there. So we have these done, and then I have this one that's going to go in there, and then we're going to cut down a couple for here. So, like I said, this guy, I'm trying to see what we need to cut off, and I'm thinking I need to cut off some of these edges, and I'm going to kind of go in and out with it. So I'm going to cut off some of these edges too. I don't want to cut off any of the letters. I'm going to do the same thing over here. I don't want to cut off any of the letters. That would be a bummer, wouldn't it? That wouldn't be good. There we go. So I'm just going to cut off as much of the as I can because I don't need it. There we go. Let's see. See how well that fits in there. I'm going to bring it up a little bit further. Let's see. I thought I squeezed it in enough. Let's see. I think we can get it in there. There we go. Okay. And then this one, if I might turn it this way and just put it, I might put it in first. I might put it in before I add all of the resin and everything. So it all depends on whether or not I put it in before I add the resin or after I add the resin. And so, yeah, this one is also giving me a hard time. And the other one, I think it fit in one of them. Yeah, okay. These are different sizes. It looks weird. So it fits pretty snug in this one if I cut that part off. Okay, this one, some of them are from different companies, so they fit differently, which is weird. I did buy a couple from 2 different companies, and maybe I shouldn't have. All right, so I think he fits. Yeah, he fits. And then I can always turn him this way too. I think it fit this way too, didn't it? Let's see. So one might be going, reading from the other side. So I might add it in. There we go. Yeah, that's kind of nice. Okay, so we got this one, but this one, I don't think this one's going to work. So I'll have to rewrite it for this one. I'll do a rewrite for this one because I want to make sure it fits well. I don't want to, but hers, it fits perfect in her. It fits perfect in this gal. And so let's see if it fits perfect in this gal because these gals are made by 2 different companies, it looks like. Okay, it fits perfect in her too. All right, so we got these two where it fits perfect in. I got one more guy. Let me see if let's see how it fits in him. Well, actually, I got 2 more. I have another one of her and I have another one of her. But let me see what this one looks like in him. Like I said, they all come from different. It's interesting. Okay, this one will fit in this guy. So they all come from different companies. So different ones come from different companies, and so the shapes do vary. I want to make sure there's no hair in there. Don't want hair in it. So let's put him right there. I'll just make some more of these today anyway. So yeah, that fits in him. That's odd that it didn't fit in him. Oh, who knows? All right, so it fits in him. So let's get another one cut. Oh, great. Okay, great. I didn't see that fall over. Sorry. Hold on. There we go. That just fell over. That just fell over until it just fell flat, didn't it? Okay, so, all right. So now we're going to go ahead and do the resin pour into these. I'm going to cut another one out. Cut another one out so we can see how we want to pour the resin. But I'm going to go ahead and prep the other female. Prep a female too. And just play around with it. Like, these are just things I'm playing around with. How they're going to turn out, I can't tell you. But I'm hoping they'll be fun, something fun to have. Something fun to have, add to your sort of repertoire of things. I think it'll be fun to make some little inexpensive trinkets. That's what I call them. Little inexpensive trinkets for everyone. So let's see. Let's fit one in her. See how it fits in her. I did a nice little cutout. Yep, that fits fine. It'll fit near her little afro. There we go. I'll bring that over just a little bit. Okay, let's do another one. We have 2 more, so I might as well cut those out. Cut those out and see how they fit. I feel like I should have glasses on. Cutting this clear paper, it's hard to see. The clear paper, cutting this clear, not paper, but it's not vellum either. It's transparency. So, and this is it's not an inkjet transparency. It's more of a laser. And, it's like, I don't know if you remember, but they used to do a lot of transparency film in school long before the whiteboard and all that kind of stuff. Teachers used transparency film. They didn't use whiteboards and all, whiteboards are pretty hip right now. But back in my day, they used transparency film. So that's what this is. This is all done on transparency film. And so that's what I'm working with right now is a transparency film. And when you were in school and they projected something like writing, things like that onto the board, they did it using the transparency film. And a lot of kids won't know. It'll be like, transparency film, what is that? A lot of kids won't know what that is. Sort of like the 8-track and the cassette players now, right? Or the everybody knows what vinyl is. They know what albums are, but not the tapes and the cassettes and stuff like that, because they're more CDs. And actually, CDs and DVDs are probably going to be going out with these generations because they do more streaming. They do more streaming than we do. So, all right. So I think we're ready to put some resin in with these. So I'm going to see. See, this one, it's like this one works, and then this one is kind of kooky. So we might end up with just one male for right now. We might end up with one male and the rest females, because this male, the other male worked fine, but this male doesn't seem to want to want to work. The yellow male works fine. So let's try, because we have another female, so we can try her. And we can do, and I can rearrange the letters for the other male. So we'll do another female. We'll do another female. There we go. So there we go. So we have all of these in. And then, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go and we're going to get our resin. I don't know why this keeps going down further and further. It just keeps coming down. And almost so you can't see. Okay, so, all right. So now we're going to go get the resin. And we're going to add some color to the resin. I have gold, I have this pinkish color, I have the black, and I have a blue. So let me go over. First, I'm going to get a few strips of gold metal leaf. So that's what we're going to get first, so that we can have some nice color. We can do a nice metal leaf color. We're going to get one. We're going to get a couple of them with this color. But what we're going to do is we're going to just bring over our, what I consider my dump color, where I just have fragments of color. That's what we're going to do. Some of our fragmented colors. Actually, let's take this one. Which one we want to take out? I don't think we need all of these out. Let's take this one out. And then that way we can see what we're doing. So let's do, we're going to do this bend. Let me bring this bend over. And this bend has some random colors in it. You can see that, random colors, which is kind of cool, that we're going to put inside of these. So we're going to add some random colors. Make sure I didn't lose my X. I'm hoping I find that other X. But it's okay, because I'll just make more X's. Okay, so what I'm thinking I'm going to do is I'm going to put the color underneath, and then put this on top maybe, as opposed to putting it. But some of them I'm going to put it down. I'm going to have it, because this one I think is, this one is going to be in first, but these might not. So this one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead. I'm not going to add the metal leaf until after I pour the resin in, and then I'll add the metal leaf. And then this one, I'm probably going to add the metal leaf first, and then I'm going to put this on top of the resin. Or should I do it the other way? I'm still thinking. I'm still trying to see how I want to do it. So, but this one I might insert into the resin. So that's my thought process. So I'm going to pull this up, and I'm just going to add some color. I'm going to add some metal leaf into this one. I'm just going to add some colors, and I'm going to add it so that the colors are just kind of, however, oh, you know what? I forgot. What I want to do is, before I add this color, because look, you see how the color is sticking? It's like the metal leaf is sticking. I don't want the metal leaf to stick. There. No, it'll stick. But I forgot to add the, I want to make sure I want to spray it, because I forgot. So let's get the spray over here. We're going to spray the mold, because we forgot to spray the mold. We don't want to do that, because we want to make sure everything comes out that we put in. So let me lift that back up. And yeah, this stuff will stick to, you can see how these are sticking to the mold, right? They're like sticking to the mold. So we're going to take all of these out so that we can spray the mold release in them. So let's take all these out, and we're going to spray them. Uh-oh. I almost lost that X again. So I'm going to spray it, and I'm going to spray it over the trash can. So I'm going to spray it over the trash can. There. So we're going to spray all the release in there. So everybody gets some mold release. So there we go. And yeah, I'm getting it all over my fingers. So my fingers will be releasing molds very well. So I'm going to spray those. There we go. Spray that. There we go. Spray this one. And like I said, I'm spraying them over my trash can. There. And I really should have put on my gloves and I forgot. So there we go. But I am going to put on some gloves before we do mold. Before we do the, if I can find my gloves. I know I have some over here. Where did I put them? All right, let's grab some gloves because now we're going to be doing resin. So I'm going to grab some gloves. I'm going to bring some, I got some more color over here, so I'm going to bring some more color over here. And I got gloves on. And I got more color because I'm not sure what colors I want to use. I'm really excited. And I'm going to do more than one color. So I'm thinking for my sisters right now, I'm going to do that dark grayish color just because. And I'm probably going to do it for the brother too. The brother is going to be a dark grayish color too. So I think I'm going to do that dark grayish color. And then, and then like I said, for her, I'm going to go ahead and add some metal leaf in there now. So she'll have some nice metal leaf colors in hers. And we'll see how they turn out. See how everything lifts up. So I'm going to go ahead and put those colors in. And I did go with a more bluish color for her. Can you see that? I'm going to bring it up. So I'm going to put some more of those in. Nice colors. There we go. And then I'm going to do some more reddish in this one. Why not? There's some more reddish colors in that one. Because like I said, these I'm going to put on the top. And then this one I'm going to do one, her, where it's on the bottom. So I'm going to do it that way. So we'll add a little bit more metal leaf in there. A little bit more metal leaf in her. Like that. Actually, I think I'm going to do like almost like her face. How about that? Where it's almost where I did like where it's her whole face is metal leaf. Play around with that a little bit. What about that, huh? Yeah, there we go. Where I did it that way. I think that'll be interesting. Just trying to play around with some stuff. Why not? And then just do a few more pieces in there just because. All right, so and then with the guy, I'm going to do it the other way. And then these, I'll play around with these too and just add some leaf wherever. And some of them I will do it in the reverse as well. So I'm just going to put some metal leaf in. It's almost like dust, metal leaf dust that I'm doing. At least that's what it feels like sometimes, like metal leaf dust. And then these two I will do in the reverse and then put the metal leaf in after. Okay. All right. So we're going to get going. I think I'm going to sprinkle a little of the metal leaf powder here. And this is not necessarily powder. It's just metal leaf that I've had. And it just turned, it's very, it gotten really thin and very fine. And so it's just almost, it feels like it's a dust, but it's not really a dust. So, all right. So now we're ready. We're ready to add some, I'm going to put this over here. And we're ready to mix some resin. So let me grab the resin. And I'm going to bring it over here, put it on that little table. So let me grab it. Come over here and grab the resin. And like I said, I love this resin because this resin is a 1-to-1 ratio, which I love to death because I can pour 1-to-1, which means that I don't have to think about it a lot. And so here we go. So we're going to do a 1-to-1. And like I said, a couple of them I'm going to do in black. So I think, who knows? I might do them all in black. So I'm going to turn it this way so I can see my ratio. So I'm going to go I'm going to go up to 3 with this one. There we go. There we go. Up to 3. Can you see that? Okay, I want to make sure. So I'm going to go up to 3. And then this time, what I'm going to do, normally I don't add my color until after, but actually this time, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually add my color right now in the middle. I'm going to do it in between the 2 colors. Yes, remember I told you I'm trying new things. So I'm going to add the color now. There. And now I'm going to add the other color. And you might say, but you're going to throw your color off. But no, I'm not. It doesn't add that much. And now I'm going to add it on top. And one of the reasons I'm doing this is I feel like it'll cut down on the powder getting into the air. When I stir it, it'll cut down on that powder getting into the air and me breathing it. So that's one of the reasons I'm doing it too. So now I'm just going to stir it and get it all mixed up. So there we go. And it also, I feel like it also allows the color to mix a little better because it's in the center as opposed to pouring on the top. And you can see now I don't get that powder in the air at all because I mixed it in between both colors. And so, and that's because, and I have some liquid too, but this is a powder one that I use. And so I wanted to use it that way. Now, normally what you would do after you mix this is you pour it into another container to make sure you properly mix it. That's what I properly mix it. But I'm going to properly mix it right here in this container. I'm not going to do it in an extra container. And the reason I'm not is because I don't want to. So I'm just going to make sure I hit those bottoms and drag around that rim quite a bit. And you'll see me, I'm just dragging around the rim quite a bit. And this is actually quite a bit of resin, but we'll see how far it goes. And like I said, we're just trying this out. I've never done this before. And these kind of molds, I've worked in my own molds, but this is something totally new. So just bear with me. Let's see. I have that one and I have this one. So these will go right in there. And I'm hoping we can still see it. We may or may not be able to still see it. Oh, I think so. And look at that. It's picking up in there. The is picking up in there. But then it'll be like, oh, are we going to be able to see those black letters in this color? Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe we should have made them white letters, huh? So we're going to go ahead. I'm just going to take some of this and just start putting it in because who knows? And even if you can't see it, it's still going to be pretty. I think it's still going to be a pretty piece because it has the metal leaf in it too. So we'll just see. Because like I said, it is a dark color. And I do want to do it in this dark color. So whether or not you still see the letters is important, but not as relevant for right now. Because we can also do some more in clear later if we want to. If we want to, and I'm thinking we do want to, so we're going to take this around because we want it to go around in that area. Because these, like I said, these are key rings. These are cute though. I think these are really cute. They'll be really cute key rings, and especially with that metal leaf on it. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come back in with probably another strip of metal leaf, Mike, and just kind of, let's see, let's do a little bit of this gold metal leaf. Let's see, we're just going to try some stuff out. Try some stuff out. Let's see if we put some of this gold in. Yeah. Yeah, I think I like the little strips of gold. Strips of gold. Oh, I don't know what happened. Oh, there's that strip. There we go. And then add a little more on top. Oh. Yeah, it's sticking to my fingers, sticking to my fingers. You know, I think if I had have added, went back in and then just did some, here we go. I'm just going to add this in here and see what it looks like. You know, we're just going to add it. We may not be able to see it. I don't think we will, but there you go. We might and we might not. So we'll see. Okay, there we go. So I think we could see it a little bit. We could see it a little bit. So there we go. What do you think? I think we could still see it actually. I think it's still visible. I think it is still visible. There we go. So what do you think? Can you see it? If you're out there, let me know. Let me know what you think. I think you could still see it. I think you could still see it and you could still read it, which is awesome because I can see it. So I can still see it and I can still read it. So that's good. I think that's a good thing. So I think I'm going to go with that. I like it. I like the way it looks. So I think that's what we're going to go with. We're going to go with that. And now we're going to do this one. We're going to do this little she girl over here. But I think what I might do, I was thinking, here's what I might do. I'm going to do another cup of just clear. I'm just going to do another cup of just clear. Just bear with me here. I'm just going to do a 1-on-1 of just clear. There we go. And I'm just going to see if I add like the gold on top. Oh, what did I do? I think I went 2. Did I do 2 on that one? I think I did. So there we go. So I think what I'm going to do, I think I only have one of these. So we're going to borrow this one. There. And then we're going to stir this one up. It'll have a little bit of that. So we're going to stir this up. There we go. Stir it up some more. Stir it up some more. But yeah, I think that's coming out really nice. Ooh, I really like that sort of black. Okay, that's pretty cool. So I'm going to stir that up some more. Get it all on the bottom. And then we're going to pour her. I'm going to do her. Yeah, I'm just going to use this one more than once. So now we're going to go and do this one. This gal right here. Getting there. Do her. I'm actually having a lot of fun with these. So I'm going to do her. There we go. Get around there if we can. Make sure it gets around there. And then I'm going to take some of this gold. This is what I wanted to show you. I'm going to take some of this gold and I'm going to put this gold on her like that. Put that gold on there. And then I'm going to take hers and I'm going to put it on here like this. I'm going to put it on there like that. And then let me make sure I put the X in there. I get the C. It's like, what? Where does the X go? Where are my tweezers? Okay, I got some tweezers because that didn't work out quite like I had expected it to. Let me get it. I don't want it to get. All right, so my X, did I get it? Nope, I didn't. My X is getting buried in. Okay, I didn't get my X out. And now I don't know where my X is. I think it's right there. There's my X. Okay, so I'm going to put my X right here. So the X is in there. The X, my X is in there. And I'm going to take some of, and now I'm just going to take some of the clear and I'm just going to run some of the clear on top of that, like that. What do you think of that? And so there we go. So I'm just going to run clear on it on the top. so that we can see that piece. There we go. Okay, I like that. I think I'll run a little bit clear on here too. I'm going to run some of the clear on this one. Run some of the clear on it. There we go. Just because we can. There. Okay, we ran some clear on it. So we'll see how that turns out. And then this one, I think we're going to flip this one to the, we're going to turn this one this way. And then we're going to put this here, the Malcolm. And then okay, did we lose our X again? I think we lost our X again. Is it under her? Why? We keep losing our X. So, okay, we lost our X. So this one's just going to be Malcolm. And don't be mad at me because it's just going to be Malcolm because I have no idea where the X is. It might be under her somewhere. I don't know. So we cut out an extra X and it's gone. So I don't know where it is. I can't find it. So what we're going to do with him is we're going to go ahead and put clear on him right now. We're going to do some clear. We're going to go run it around there. And like I said, this is all like trial and error. This whole thing is a trial and error. So we'll see how the trial and error works out. And then I'm going to take some of this and I'm going to put some of this on him as well. So I'm going to just take that whole sheet and just snap it there and snap it there. There. Snap, snap. Didn't snap as much there. And I'm going to do it that way. And then I'm just going to go on top of him with this black color. And just go on top of him with that dark color. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. So there we go. Can you see that? Isn't that cool? I think this is going to be cool. Cool, cool, cool. I love it. So I'm going to do that and go over that. Cool. And then what I'm going to do is just add a little metal leaf. I'm going to take this glove off though because it's just going to stick all to this glove if I try to do it in this glove. So I'm going to take this glove off for a second so that I can grab some metal leaf without it sticking to this glove. So I'm going to sprinkle him with some color. There we go. And that's it. And that's it for him. So now I'm going to head over to the next one. Let's do one of these big ones. We're going to do one of these big ones. Let's do her. Because I don't want to run out of color before I do one of the big ones. So we're going to pour her. Because you can see they take a lot more color. There we go. We'll pour her. There we go. Yeah, these take a lot more color than the smaller ones do. So, and then I'm going to take her and I'm trying to see, do I want to just lay that on there to see if I can see it? Or I think I'm going to do the same thing with the gold. I'm going to take some gold and put it on. I'm just going to lay it across her because I think that'll be kind of cool. Just lay the gold leaf on her, on this side of her. I think that'll be neat. Let's get another piece of gold. We should have another piece of gold. Okay, it looks like we're going to have to take a piece of gold out of something else. Okay, there we go. There's a piece of gold. And we're just going to lay some gold out on her. Yep, that's what we're going to do. And then we're going to put this on. I want to make sure I'm putting it in the right direction. So let me do some more. I'm going to put some more gold down. Let's put some more gold down on her. There we go. And then, like I said, we're just going to go in and just lay a little bit of clear on her. And that's it. We'll lay a little bit of clear on it. Let's do another piece of gold. Lay some clear on the girl. And I think that'll be kind of cool. There we go. And now we're going to take this and we're going to put this on here. Just going to put it in. Did I get that right? All right. Let's make sure it fits. There we go. Okay. I'm going to make sure that gets right in there. There we go. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's kind of in there, kind of not. But it's how we want it. Like I said, this is all practice. This is all new. This is all new. And basically, I'm just going to take this and I'm just going to rub it in there like that. I'm just going to rub this on just so it can get in there. And rub it on top. Choo-doo. Rub this on top because it's pretty full. I I should have not made it so full, but I did. It's full. It's full of the black color, and that's cool. So we're just going to rub this on to here so that'll kind of get it in there. There we go. And we're going to add some clear along the edges just so that all of these edges are together. There, I really like that. I think that turned out really nicely. I love it, love it, love it. Actually, what I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to add just the clear. I might just do a clear on it. You know, why not? Let's do, actually, I do like this black though. I like this black. So I might just finish putting black on it. And I just won't use as much black. So let's do black. There we go. Okay, so we're going to make that black a little thinner than the other one so that we can still add our sister. So it's not as thick. And we can still get our stuff in. So I'm going to bring it this so it'll come down a little bit. That's it. Come down this way. Bring it down that way. There we go. That's what we wanted. So now it's not as thick on that part. So when I add so I'm going to go in and do the same thing, only I'm going to add this kind of colors instead of just the gold. We're going to add some color. I'm going to give it some flavor this time. I'm going to add some color. I'm going to add a color one. Add a color one instead of just the gold. Because I think we've done enough gold. We got enough gold done. I even have some silver in here. I might put some silver on one. What do you think? Put some silver on one. Hold on, let's see. The big piece right there. Let's take that big piece and put it up. That's not what I wanted to do with that big piece. Get up. There we go. Put that big piece right there. And we still might add a little bit of gold, but it won't be all gold, which I don't want it to be all gold. So let's add a little piece. Here we go. Now we have a little piece of gold. We'll throw a little piece of gold over here. We'll throw pieces of gold in it. So I'll throw a little piece of gold over here. Yeah. A little piece of gold right there. Nice. And then this one, is this the one, right? This one we'll put on top. Make sure we put it in the right direction, right? Let's do another piece of gold over here. We're going to put another piece of gold right here. All right, so, and then we'll throw this right here. And bring it down a little bit. There we go. Oh, I like that. Let's make sure it clears that area. There. I want to make sure it's right where it needs to be. There we go. Whoop. Yeah, that might have sunk in a little bit. So that might have sunk that one in just a little bit. So I'm gonna move that over here. Move it over. Get on. Move it over because we don't want it to cover up all of our hard work and letters. There we go. All right, and then we're gonna go in and do a clear on top of that. We'll do a clear on top of that. But I really like this, and I think it's turning out really nicely. So, and I'll just keep playing around with it, playing around with how I want it, but I really, really like how these are turning out. I like this whole soul sister thing. I do. I like that. Whole soul sister, bowl sister. I do. I like that. So I like that whole, oh, didn't mean to add that color, but there you go. Add a little more color here because I want this to be just a little thicker. There we go. And we'll add a little more so clear here. And I can always like wait until it dries and then add some more. But I kind of like this. I like the writing and I like the disappearing of the writing too. So I actually like what's happening with this. So this one, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just lay it down in here because I do want to have a guy. And right now I don't have one. So let's do a guy. I'm just going to lay it down in him. So it'll be laid down in there. And then I'm going to go on top of this. Okay, come on, guy. And I'm going to go on top of it with the clear. I'm just going to go on top of it with clear. There we go. I'm going to do clear on top. Yep, clear on top. And do a little more clear on top. There we go. There. And then I'm going to go over it with I'm going to do a little more down here because I don't want it to just be like, oh, it's just clear on top. So we'll add a little more down there and in there. And then I'm going to add a color. Let's see. What would we like to add to this one? I'm trying to see what's in here. What paper do we have in here? I thought I had a color one. Let's do a color one. Oh, actually, let's do some copper because we haven't done any copper. So let's do a copper. I'm going to pull that whole copper sheet out. And I'm going to take this whole copper sheet and put it right here. I'm going to take that whole copper sheet and just put it right there. Pat it down. And there we go. And I'm going to leave it because I'm going to pull it off later. I'm going to take that copper sheet off. I can just tear this copper. This will just tear off. So I'm going to leave that whole copper sheet right there. And then I'm going to take some of it because I want some of it to be down here too. Because I don't want it to just be like, oh, there's just a big blanket of copper on there. There. So, and then we're going to go on top with this. Go on top with that. See if we have enough to fill that up. Let's see. And I want to make sure that that stays in there because I have that copper sheet right there. So there we go. Make sure it goes where it needs to. Even with the copper sheet there. Nice. Okay. Good. All right, we're going to do some more of this guy. Let's put some more of that on. Oh, this is so much fun. I'm enjoying this. I don't know if you are, but I am. I'm enjoying putting this on, putting this together. It's kind of fun. This is going to be so different from what I usually do. And now I'm going to go ahead and just sprinkle. I'm just going to sprinkle different colors on here and put these in there because these are just different ones. There's a lot of that. Now I'm just going to sprinkle Sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. Because I'm almost at the end of what's in there, the jar. We're going to do some more of this color. There we go. So let me look and see. I want to make sure that we have his whole face here. So I'm going to add a little more color here because I want to make sure that I have his entire face proper. There we go. There we go. Even with that color, I want to bring it all the way up to so that we have the face right. There we go. And just bring that in. Now I'm just going to bring this in like that. Fold those pieces over into it. There we go. Yep. Oh, I'm just loving these. Love, 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 love. Love these. Love these, love these, love these. All right, so we do have a little black left. I think I'm going to go ahead and do her. I'm going to lay hers in just like I did his. So that means that it'll go this way. I'm going to lay this in here like that. I'm going to put the clear on top like this. So we're going to put the clear on top of her. Yep, clear on top of her. And actually, I think I'm just going to leave her clear. I'm just going to let her be clear. There we go. I'm just going to let her be clear, mama. There you go. I think that's kind of neat. Just let her be a clear one. Add a little more in there. There we go. Yep. She's just going to be clear. I like that. And then we have this one. And I think hers is going to be turned this way as well. Actually, I don't think I have enough clear just for her. But I'm going to throw a little bit of particle on there. Just a little bit of particle. And then put this in there. Put that in there like that. And put that in there like that because I think that's kind of neat. Let's scoop you over just a little bit. There we go. Let's try not to cover up too much of the letters. There we go. There we go. We're just going to put a little bit of particles in there, like so. And then we're going to go ahead and put the clear in there. This might not be enough clear for her, but we'll go in and put some of the black in there too. Since we have it, we'll just put both of them in. So we'll fill that part of her up with the clear, and then maybe we'll do some black down here. And then do some black down here. Just to see what that looks like. Do some black down there. Clear at the top and black at the bottom. Love it. Let's do some more clear at the top. Let's go ahead and fill that up. Fill it up with clear. So, what do you think, guys? I think that's going to be it for today. There, I'm going to hold that down. That piece does not want to stay. We have a piece that does not want to stay. Okay, let's see if we can work that out. It doesn't want to stay down. Ooh, I'm going to have to do some finagling with it. There we go. I think that should finagle it down. Let's see. That might. Oh, not that color. Let's go back here and get all this clear out. There we go. There we go. There. Yep. Okay. All right. Well, that's all the clear. Okay. And hopefully that'll stay down enough. Hopefully it'll stay down enough that it won't pop up. That's what I'm worried about, it popping up. That wouldn't be good for this piece. All right, so we got all that. And I think we got a little black left, but nowhere to put it. Nowhere to put the black. Nowhere to put this little bit of black because I don't have any more little pieces. I don't have any more little ones. I just have my little cute little sister over here. And I don't think this will fill up her. It won't fill her up. It'll just be not filled up. And so I don't want to put it on there and it won't fill her up. So let's make sure this. And I want to go through these and look and make sure that they're all down. Make sure they're all down. This looks good. I think they look really neat. They're all neat. Okay, these are buried. There we go. I'm trying to move over the, because these are actually key rings. So I'm trying to make sure I can get the little key ring portion of it. There we go. Move that over a little bit. So there we go. Being able to see the key ring thing so that we can use it. So we can use it later. All right, those are not key rings, so they'll just look like that. Great, so there we have it. All right, so there we have it. That's all of these are done. And we'll see how they turn out. I'm going to turn that down.
Unmute. All right, so there we go. I had to do this. Now, let's go ahead and take that one out. So there we go. Hopefully we shall see some really cool results tomorrow when those are all done. And like I said, this is something new that I'm trying. I've never tried this before, so it should be interesting. ... And so definitely, let's see who commented. Hey, Sheila. So yeah, so definitely check it out tomorrow. I'll be having these tomorrow. And you guys can see how they turned out and all that kind of stuff. Okay. You see how they turn out tomorrow. So bye. I'm going to sign out. See ya later, alligator.